this out. So, Reed, this is a great question. To shift to the positive, what are your best experiences as reviewers with manufacturers and their products? Great question. Let's flip it the other way.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's awesome to deal with?
I've had good luck so far with pretty much everybody. Like even when I've had like somewhat negative, and I'll just give a shout out to Fozzy. That review I did of their ZA3 amplifier was like meh, and I kind of got upset, not upset, but I kind of lit into their subwoofer output and a couple other things. And then I got an email like 2 days later and they said, thanks for taking the time to review our product. Some of the things that you mentioned, we've gotten feedback on and we're working on already. And then they went ahead and sent me one of the other things. They're like, we'd like to send you this thing for you to review. Like that's cool. And most of my experiences have kind of been like that. If anybody's had an issue with what I've done, they've just said, I've got an issue and we try to resolve it, or we just agree to disagree. And that's that, So this one was absolutely an anomaly. And it was such an anomaly. It was like so far beyond anything that I've dealt with myself. So I don't know about you guys. I'd be curious to know as well.
For me, I can say like my guy who sold Mica, like he's a distributor. He did Mica and like what are the other stuff? Numi.
Yeah.
That. So like I talked to him over the weekend, and he's the stuff that you didn't like about the Mica.
Yeah.
Like we already know that. Like it's not a dispute.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of laugh about like, yeah, that didn't measure great, but at the time, that's all we had.
Yeah, that's right? Like 5-6 years ago when they designed that, right?
Like here's an inexpensive speaker, and what he told me was I was just happy that people got into it, and of course hopefully they've moved on from that thing. Mm-hmm. But it got me started reviewing stuff. Like I had that speaker, and then so I like them. So Numi, ELAC is always easy. I can say whatever I want. No issue. Cali Audio, they're usually measurements based companies.
Manufacturers.
They're like, yeah, that is true. Like what you said, that's fair. But I typically just don't even deal with companies that aren't like that. If I get a feeling that they're not gonna, that they're gonna be an issue for whatever reason, I don't even want to talk about SVS. Can say whatever I want about SVS, no problem.
100%. I love so Nick came out and had dinner with us because it was his fun night and all his crew went to sleep. I'm like, all right, come meet us for dinner. And then he's just like, he says to me, he's like, Chana, you could take your time with the review. Whenever it works for you. Like, cause these guys know that we're doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I don't think I've ever actually had a bad experience with a company. If they did not like something I did, then they probably never contacted me again, and I just never knew.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't think I've really done a shit review about like, oh, this is garbage. I mean, except for the sofa batten.
Mm-hmm. Monolith is easy.
Yeah, Monolith. I mean,
you guys mentioned Cali, SVS. Like I've done ELAC, I've done reviews of some of their stuff that's been positive and not positive, mm-hmm. and they're still like, we'll send you whatever you want, because like I think their audience is wanting people to review their stuff,
Yeah,
and as long as they feel like they're getting a fair shake, even if it's not praising them, then I think they're cool with it. It's different if you're setting about just trying to make an example out of them for no reason. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think, and even when Nick came and met us that night, he sat down. I think like the first thing he said was, I've got a set coming to you because people keep asking me about measurements. And I was like, all right, like, well, wear you guys down.
Yeah.
I think Klipsch was pretty good too when Jill was there.
Oh yeah.
Jill Eskel was there. She was super cool. Like I was making fun of him. I was making fun of him on my video. Yeah. I said, because they don't have active noise canceling, I've said this before. I said their noise canceling technology is equivalent to putting your fingers in your ears.
Oh, ouch.
And when I saw her at CES, she's like, yeah, putting your finger in your ear, huh? I'm like, yep. She's like, and we just laughed about it. We just laughed, and then that's it. It was done. And then we moved on, and they still, they'll still send me something.
Oh, dude, that's when I did that karaoke, and she came running out. She's like, what?
It's all good.
dude.
So those are the type of people I like. It's kind of like the way I would choose a friend, right? Do you want a friend that you always have to be careful? Like, can't say that around. That's not a friend, right? A friend should be somebody you can be honest with, right? And tell them like, yeah, I'm telling you these things because I am your friend, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it to put you down. I'm saying it because I want you to make a better product. So,
I mean, what is it called? The chairs, the theater chairs. What is the name of them? I reviewed Valencia. Yeah. You know, I said like, hey, these controls are great. I would love to see a memory. I would love to see this thing that just going to be a little bit easier. And then they're like, hey, those great suggestions, whether they implement them or not. Like, overall positive review. But I'm like, hey, I wish I had these things because that would have helped me.
Parasound was good, yeah.
Dude,
they have a new owner now, so I haven't dealt with them since.
Yeah.
Richard Schramm sold his company, so
yeah.
Make sure to check out our audio-only version of the podcast at anchor.fm/Daily HiFi, or just go to your favorite podcasting service and search for Daily HiFi.